Hey team, welcome back to another Move Monday. My name is Coach Travis. So for today's workout, we're focusing on stretching and moving. So this session is designed to help you improve your upper and lower body mobility, ease some of that muscle tightness, and get your body moving through some simple controlled movements that will leave you feeling refreshed and ready to take on the rest of your day. Okay team, with all that said, let's grab some space and get started with this workout. All right, team, so let's get started. So meet me here. We're gonna open up our stance. We're nice and tall, always keeping the core tight, pulling that belly button in, starting off with some arm sweeps to loosen up that upper body. So we're gonna take our arms out wide and we're gonna sweep them across our body, right over left, left over right, opening up the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades, and try to connect your breathing with your movement. So give me some deep inhales and exhales. Feel free to look to one side of the room, looking to my right, and then stay here for a deep breath. Head back to that neutral position, and then just look to the opposite side. You get a nice little stretch on the side of your neck while we warm up that upper body. 3, 2, 1, meet me back in the middle, and then keep sweeping just for another deep breath. We inhale, we exhale, and we relax those arms. Perfect. So just warmed up that upper body. Now let's take it to our first stretch. So cross body shoulder stretch. So we're going to take that right arm across our bodies, use that left hand just to pull it in a little bit tighter, and then we're going to look away from that arm. And we're going to feel that stretch throughout the shoulders and the delts. Again, maybe stay here for 10 seconds, maybe a couple deep inhales and exhales, and then whenever you're ready, relax the arms, maybe shake them out, and then let's get that opposite side. So this time we're bringing that left arm across your body, right hand comes underneath, pulls it in a little bit closer, and then we look to the opposite side. Again, we continue to breathe, feeling that stretch throughout the shoulders and the delts. And then team, whenever you're ready, relax your arms. Again, just shake them out. Perfect. So we're going to stick to the upper body, and we're going to take it to some big arm circles. This is going to help work throughout that entire range of motion for the upper body. Again, focusing on a little bit of mobility, warming up the shoulders before we go into those deep stretches. So we're just going to roll our arms forward. So we got big arm circles going forward. Again, connecting your breathing with your movement. So deep inhales and exhales as you move. You pick your own pace. You got it, team. So feel free to look towards the ground for this one. So bring your chin towards your chest. You're going to feel a nice little stretch in the back of your neck. Stay here for 3, 2, 1. Then I want you to look up towards the sky. Again, lift that chin up and then stay here for another breath. We inhale, we exhale, and then relax those arms. Woo, good job, team. Again, stretching out the shoulders, warming up the upper body. Now let's take it to a tricep shoulder stretch. So meet me here. We're going to take our right hand. We're going to place it behind our backs, right? Right hand behind your back. Then we're going to use that left hand to push down that elbow. So we got our feet flat to the ground. We got our hips, toes, and knees facing the front. And then we're going to add a little lean. So we're going to lean to your left. And then I want you to push your hips off to the right. And then just relax that upper body. And then, of course, we breathe it out. Maybe a couple deep inhales and exhales. Maybe you just need one. But whenever you're ready, meet you back in the middle. Again, shake those arms out. Maybe give yourself some big shoulder shrugs. And then we're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. So left hand behind your back. Right hand finds that left elbow, brings it to center, pushing down on that left elbow, feeling the stretch of your triceps. This time we're dropping both arms off to the right, pushing your hips to the opposite side, to your left, and then we breathe. I'm feeling the stretch in the back of my arms, the triceps, a little stretch throughout the torso, but stay here for a breath. 3, 2, 1, meet you back in the middle. Again, relax the upper body. Again, give yourself some big shoulder shrugs. Couple going forward, and then maybe a couple going backwards. 3, 2, and 1. Good job, team. All right, so now we got the upper body. Let's get the torso a little bit. Going to one of my favorite movements, just a torso rotation. So you got a soft bend in your knees, got your feet flat. You're gonna get your guards up, or you can just get your elbows out wide, but we're just gonna rotate from right to left. Perfect. The whole ideal here, we're just building some heat throughout the torso. So warming up the torso, the core, loosening up that upper back. And again, Stay here for about 20 to 30 seconds, so you pick your own pace, but we try to connect the breathing with your movements. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Great job, team. Core's nice and warmed up. Let's go to our stretch. And it's a side bend. So again, feet flat. We're nice and tall. We're going to take both arms to the sky for this one. So if you want, you can interlock those fingers. Maybe add your pointer finger here. Biceps close to the ears. And this time we're going to drop both arms off to the right. Push those hips to the opposite side again. Again, just another stretch for the torso. But you're also going to feel it in the upper body. Again, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Meet me in the middle. Stay here for a breath. And now let's get that opposite side. Perfect. Dropping both arms to one side. I'm dropping my arms to my left. Pushing my hips to the opposite side. Stay here for a deep inhale. And then when we exhale, meet me back in the middle. And then we relax those arms. Awesome. Good job, team. So let's keep it moving. Let's get that lower body. So now we're going to open up our stance. Nice and wide. Try to exaggerate that stance a little bit. Feet flat. Still got our hips, toes, and knees facing the front. And we're going to bend those knees. We're going to push those hips back. And we're just going to shift our weight from right to left. Yes, just like that. So we're just going from right to left, pushing the hips back, leaning forward. If you feel like you need to get a little bit deeper into this movement, this stretch, because you're going to be feeling it in your hips, your inner thighs, a little bit in the low back, feel free to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. So you can reach towards the ground if you like, continuing to move from side to side. Again, activating those hips, but you're still stretching out the hips and the inner thighs. But we continue to breathe. Maybe stay here for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to stay in this position. I want you to square your hips though. Feet stay flat. We're going to push the hips back, and we're just going to spend some time here just reaching towards the ground. So feel free to relax your head and neck. Bring your chin close to your chest. Again, we're still bending those knees, soft bend to those knees, and we still push the hips back. And I want you to continue to breathe because we want to feel the stretch throughout the lower body, the hamstrings, the low back. And feel free to move from ankle to ankle. You got it. But whenever you're ready, team, just meet me in the middle. Stay here for a deep inhale. And then as we breathe out, I want you to slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And your head should be the last thing that comes up, just so we don't get dizzy. Awesome. Whenever you're ready, move those feet back to the middle. Great job, team. Awesome. So let's go to our hamstrings, our lower body. So we're gonna take it to some alternating hamstring curls. So again, we're just kind of warming up that lower body, building some more heat to the back of our legs, slowly bringing those heels towards your glutes. You're loosening up those knees a little bit. You got it. And just stay here just for another 5 count. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right. Let's take it to our single leg hamstring stretch. You're going to feel that stretch throughout the piriformis. So I want you to step forward with that left foot, and we're going to lift the left toe off the ground, pushing your left heel into the ground. We're going to push our hips back, find your balance, and we're going to reach towards our knees. Maybe stay here for a breath, but feel free to take it all the way down to your ankles, and then we breathe it out. So we're feeling our stretch in our calves, the back of our legs, the hamstrings. But you're also feeling it in the glutes and the lower back. You got it. Again, stay here for another 3, 2, and 1. We slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. So let's switch it up. Same thing to the opposite side. I'm stepping forward with my right foot. My right toe is up. Feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need to. Pushing the hips back. We reach towards those ankles, maybe those toes, or even just hanging out by your knee. Either way, you're going to feel the stretch throughout the lower body. But again, if you want to get a little bit deeper into that stretch, you're just going to reach a little bit deeper. We continue to breathe because you'll notice on each out breath, on each exhale, your muscles are going to relax. And then whenever you're ready, we'll slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Awesome. Good job. So we got the back of our legs. We got our lower back. Now let's focus on our quads, right? The front of our legs and those hip flexors. So we're going to start off, or we're going to move through our hip opener, and we're going to alternate it. So we're going to drive that right knee up. We're going to open it out wide, circle through, and then feet flat to the ground. Going to the opposite side, and then we're going to open it up, feet flat to the ground. So that's our movement. And again, feel free to hold on to something for balance if you need to. But I want you to slow down your pace for this one, driving that knee towards your chest, opening out wide, kind of circling back through, feet flat to the ground. You got it. So again, you pick your own pace. We'll move for about 10 to 15 seconds here. But the whole ideal is we're warming up those hips, stretching out those outer thighs, keeping that core tight. Again, just kind of working through this entire range of motion. You got this, team. Again, stay here for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. So we got the hips warmed up, stretched out those hips a little bit. Now let's take it to a deeper stretch. So it's a single leg knee hug. This one's going to require just a little bit of balance, but I know you got this. We're going to balance on that left leg, going to drive that right knee in towards your chest, and then we're just going to hug that right knee. Bring it in tight, hug it nice and tight, and then maybe just roll out your ankles here. So again, you're feeling that stretch in the front of your legs. We're stretching out those hips. A little ankle mobility here. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Awesome, great job. We'll do the same thing to the opposite side. So find your balance, drive that left knee up, hug that left knee, and then we breathe it out. Keep that core tight. It's going to help keep you stable. Feel free to roll out those ankles. You can even point and flex the feet. But again, just stay here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Great job, team. All right, let's throw in our last movement, just something for the upper body again. So it's an upper back and a chest opener. So meet me here. Again, feet flat, open up that stance just a little bit. We're going to extend our arms away from our bodies. We're going to interlock those fingers. So this is the one where you want to pretend like you're giving someone a big bear hug. So you're going to round out that upper back, push the hips back, relax the upper back. Just bring your chin close to your chest, and then just breathe it out. You're just going to feel that stretch in the upper back, throughout the lower body. Keep that core tight. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to open everything up. So now we have our hands behind our heads, got those elbows up. Now I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades and then just look up at the sky, right? You got it. Lift the chin off the chest. Keep that core tight. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And everyone, breathe deep. Give me a deep inhale and breathe it out. We're here for another 3, 2, and 1. And relax. And then just finishing it up with some big shoulder shrugs. Couple going forward for 3, 2, and 1. Then a couple going backwards for 3, 2, and 1. Great job, team. Way to work. Team, great job. And thanks for working out with me today. So I'll be at different work locations throughout the month performing this workout. But if you can't join in person, save this video and try this workout a couple times a week. And team, if you have any questions or want some additional support, please reach out to the wellness team. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all again next week for another Move Monday.